are so tense nowadays, you can't say anything without starting an argument.
Oh, yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You cannot.
You can so. Yes, you can.
You cannot.
Sock it to me?
My fellow American, 10 years ago, I appeared on Laughing. And at that particular time, I invited the American people to sock it to me. You can stop now.
This is a great country where anyone can grow up to become president except me.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Well, excuse me, I've been having an awful problem with arms control lately.
It's not illegal if the president does it.
Welcome to Speak Out. On my extreme right, representing the far left, is Max Weatherman, militant Marxist.
Good evening. Imperialist pig.
Oh, boy. And on my extreme left, representing the far right, is Robert Birch, commander of the Brigade for a Pure America.
Thank you. Commie pervert.
Oh. And in the center, representing the middle of the road, Mary Mae Jones, school teacher and part-time mechanic.
Good evening. A couple of extremist weirdos.
And now, for our question. Now, let me admonish you about self-control and restraint at all times, no violence, okay? Now, the question is, do you think America can go on the way it is? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she can go on the way she is. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I'll have to go along with them.
Well, I see. If you want to mix it up.
No, that's about it.
We have 15 minutes left. If we could have at it.
They got 15 minutes left. Okay.
Heart of my heart, how I love that melody.
Come on, get up, fight. Come on in.
It starts with
Wait,
heart
I
of
know
my...
how it
No, it's
goes.
after heart of...
We're fortunate to be talking tonight to Mr. Slappy White, candidate for the Vice President of the United States. Slappy, if you're elected Vice President, what will be your first objective?
Statehood for Harlem.
Slappy, do you think a black Vice President would hurt President Nixon?
Not any more than the white one he's got now.
You've said a black Vice President will improve relations with unfriendly powers. Which ones?
The NAACP, CORE, and Nipsey Russell.
What's the biggest problem for you as a black man with the second spot on the ticket?
Finding a white man for the first spot on the ticket. But enough about Senator Muskie.
Senator Muskie said he didn't think he could win with a black man as his running mate. Way things turned out, a black man couldn't have won with Senator Muskie.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
PAt Paulsen. I admit I do have some drawbacks and limitations as a candidate. Although I'm a professional comedian, some of my critics maintain that this alone is not enough.
Some of you, of course, may not, despite the fun you've had here tonight, you may not be interested in supporting Pat Paulsen. You may think there are enough comedians in Washington already, but I say you're wrong. We need at least one more. I'm very honored that Pat has asked me to serve as one of his advisors. He has other people who can write jokes for him, but he's interested in my serious views, and he has great attitudes on all the important issues, and that's why I'm very happy to serve on his advisory team. As regards the war on poverty, Pat and I have worked out a plan to shoot about 400 beggars a week. I think give us a couple of years, we'll wipe them out, didn't we? And when I asked him what he thought about gun control, he said forthrightly, stick 'em up.
What do you think about Pat Paulsen running for president of the United States?
Well, frankly, I think that, to tell you the truth, I think his candidacy makes me very nervous. We gonna do it again?
Oh, yeah, we're just playing. Make the entire country nervous.
No, because we want to get it as a
Just repeat the name of Pat Paulsen. I think Pat Paulsen is the president. The president's camp makes me very nervous. You can look right in the camera.
Well, how about, I think that Pat Paulsen's a nice fellow, but I think he's peaked too early.
He's peaked too early?
Yeah.
Does he make you nervous at all?
Yeah, well, then you're going to come back?
Yeah.
All right.
You say definitely. Okay, go.
Well, no, as a... Yes, is making you nervous.
Right. Senator Kennedy, Good. Do you see something?
As Richard Nixon said to Khrushchev, do you know that they have color television? Are we not going to have that, are we?
No.
What?
Oh, I guess, are we going to go now?
Are you using this?
No, wait, a little bit.
Bobby, I really appreciate your coming over here and talking to me like this. I know we had to exert quite a bit of pressure to get you.
No, I was just passing through.
Oh, there wasn't any pressure applied at all?
No. I was just walking through the room, and they told me there was some fellow in there.
I see. Well, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for you to meet me at this time, and will you be working on the campaign for me? Have you been told about this? Nobody told this man.
Ask for support and he'll reject it.
Yes, I'd like to know that I can count on you for support in the coming election. Would you be able to do this?
Yes. Oh, yes.
You'll be able to help me on the campaign?
Yes. What is it that you're running
for? For president.
Oh, as what? As a just as a good American?
Well, I think it would be a logical thing, yes.
Yeah.
To kind of get the country moving ahead, we need optimism and a dynamic form of government. And we need optimism most of all. But even though I'm not, I don't think I can get elected at all.
No. God, have I got to go through that?
Thank you, Father.
What do you think would happen if a black man ran for president this year?
Well, let me put it this way. I think the results would be a landslide, and he would be under it.
Slappy, what do you expect to do about unemployment?
The same thing I've always done. Go down every Tuesday and sign up.
I'm confident of winning the votes of the 18-year-olds because I can communicate with them. You see, I'm hip to their jive. Peace.
Tonight is a very special and a very exciting occasion for all of us because we have with us tonight a man whom we have tried to convince to come on the show since the very beginning. He's one of the most intelligent, erudite, knowledgeable, articulate, charming, delightful, and controversial men who has ever consistently refused to appear on Laugh-In.
With us now is the lovely, talented, intelligent, erudite, knowledgeable, articulate, charming, delightful, and controversial William F. Buckley.
We're very delighted to have you on the show with us tonight.
I hope that was a rehearsal. I'd like to hear it again.
Well, we're going to go. You know, so much of your own show is question and answer. We're not going to try and debate with you because we feel you're handicapped. But we decided to make you feel at home. Are you comfortable there? We thought we might go with some questions and answers, if that's okay with you. All right. You have a question?
Yes, I don't want to start off with a really loaded one, but I would, you don't mind if I ask you just anything, huh? Fine. How tall is John Wayne?
Oh, come on. No. Not that kind of
loaded, huh?
question, you ding dong.
10 feet. 10 feet tall.
Recently, Mr. Buckley, you did an interview for Playboy magazine. Now you're on our show. Would this indicate you're becoming more hip? Have you decided to loosen up a little bit? You're becoming a swinger, as they say?
Well, I did an interview with Playboy because I decided it was the only way to communicate my views to my son.
I guess it could have been worse. They could have asked me to dress up like a liberal.
I don't know. All them bunnies look alike to me.
Sir, as one of the nation's leading politicians, would you tell us, please, what you think of the far-right conservatives?
Well, I think they're fine, dedicated men who stick to the courage of their convictions and have the honesty and guts to stand up for what they believe in.
Uh-huh. And what about the far-left liberals?
I can admire those individuals who take a position on principle and with unflagging devotion, state their views, and promote their ideals with integrity and conviction.
And may I quote you on this, sir?
No.
Lily Tomlin.
Yes, tonight I did want to, I wanted to have a sort of a general conference because my topic is communication of idea, because I think, Mr. Butt, in a time like this when there's a general, when there's a general confusion, when people don't really, I think we need a person who, yes, really, absolutely. I think so. That's exactly what I wanted, because, I mean, the word, the copious verborum, and I thank you for your views.
You're very welcome.
Slappy, how do you intend to campaign for the Southern vote?
By helicopter.
Slappy, do you agree that the world is overpopulated?
You know, I never agreed with that until the other day when I came home early and found a man in my closet.
Slappy, do you think that children should be allowed to pray in the schools?
I think they should pray where it's needed most, on the bus.
Gracious good afternoon. This is Miss Tomlin of the telephone company. Do I have the party to whom I am speaking? And may I have your name, sir? And what does the M stand for? And how do you spell Millhouse? Could you spell that again, sir? Sir, I'm sorry. You are not making yourself perfectly clear. Thank you. Now, Mr. Millhouse, sir, we were just idly thumbing through our files, and we noted that your telephone bill is now in the amount of $24,000.32. But we felt that was rather an excessive amount to allow on the basis of a $10 deposit. Well, sir, that may very well be. Sir, that may well be. But according to our files, you have been living at your present address only 1 year. But yet we like to keep closer tabs on our transient customers. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Slappy, what is the best place to be in a nuclear attack?
Any place where you can say, what was that?
Anyway, we are now in our bicentennial year of the Constitution, my friends. And that Constitution, ingenious document, which wound up protecting Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan and Larry Flint and Oliver North and the entire computer dating division of the PTL Club. And so is it not an injustice in that all of we comedians are bestowing awards on each other and yet ignore the politicians who supply so much merriment in America today? Where is the Comedy Award for President Ronald Reagan, who, when the Iranian crisis started to happen last November, he thoughtfully provided us with two conflicting answers for the price of one. Like the time he said, we were not trading arms for hostages, and we're not going to do it anymore. A few days later, he said, we will not yield to terrorist blackmail, 2,000 anti-tank missiles, a Bible and a cake, maybe, but that's it. I still can't get over the fact we gave a Bible to the Iranians, right? Just the perfect gift for your average fanatic Muslim fundamentalist. Where's the Comedy Award for Donald Regan and George Shultz? When the story broke last November, Regan didn't know anything about it. Regan found out about it from Bryant Gumbel. George Shultz still doesn't know about it. George Shultz doesn't think the Shah can hang on much longer. And so the question is not what did the president know and why didn't he know it. The real question is, do jelly beans cause amnesia? Where is the Comedy Award for the entire Democratic Party, where being the front runner in a presidential race is considered to be a great way to meet girls? And a couple of weeks ago, when Gary Hart's difficulties were revealed, at the time I said that if these sexual allegations are true, Mr. Hart should get out of the presidential race and into TV evangelism where he belongs. And so all of a sudden then the issue became adultery and its relevance to a president's ability to govern. Well, let's look at the record. As far as we know, we've only had 2 presidents who never committed adultery. Nixon and Millard Fillmore. Thomas Jefferson. Historians tell us that Thomas Jefferson was so loved by his slaves that they had a special name for him. Dad. So that's what we celebrate. In this bicentennial year of the Constitution, we celebrate the average American's ability to look at our elected officials and say, that's entertainment. And I'll tell you what else is American. Me standing up here, doing a very American thing, playing Battle Hymn of the Republic on a Yamaha piano. Thank you very much.